right, we're just waiting on Joe to join. Yes. Um, waiting on Joe to join. Waiting on Joe to join. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna see if I can edit the layout. Um, done, done. That should work better. X. Hold on. Uh, will it end if I go to my messages? Um, all right. Guests. Add stage.
What kind of live stream are
Yo.
you going to do afterwards?
I'll probably gonna play Battlefront 2.
Oh, that's nice.
So that should be fun.
What did I do with?
Because I found a way to live stream to YouTube via a personal OBS browser. So
Well, that's nice.
I don't have to go through YouTube to go live. You know what I mean? So it's a lot
Yeah.
easier.
You making good progress over there, sweetie?
Somewhat.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Ella.
Hey.
He's Zarkus is hello. Oh yeah. So how have
So
you
what-
been? It's been a while since we chatted.
Yeah, a little bit. What
You
you
been busy?
playing?
Oh, she's working on trying to get Streamlabs working on the laptop for me so we can fix it for the next podcast.
Not laptop.
I got
the
you. Make it a little
desktop.
easier on you.
Yeah, because I was using StreamYard. Now StreamYard wants to be awful.
I would recommend Stream Elements.
Oh, Stream Elements?
That one was a good one too.
You stream
That's what I use to stream on YouTube, and I do believe they have a guest option on there too.
Okay.
And I don't know how the plans work, but I do believe it's pretty decent pricing.
Yeah, I'm open to everyone. Yeah, so it all works. How many subscribers do you have on this on your YouTube channel? Direct
17 at the moment.
Only 17. Oh, no worries.
I haven't been doing a lot on YouTube. I've been trying to get into it.
Did you post your link on Discord? Make sure because you're in our Discord chats, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot all about that. Hold on.
Because all my people are on that Discord, so they can come over here and chat with us. Okay, I'm just.
Hold on. Where's the Discord? I know it's been open recently.
I'm just working on some UFC right now while I was in the downtime.
I got you. Can you still hear me? I don't know how this works.
I hear you good, dude. I got good audio quality. I hear you good.
All right, cool, cool.
You got nothing to worry about. What the heck? This guy's trying to get me in the triangle like that? That's not happening. It's crazy. No.
Dude, these XP weekends, they've been bringing back the triple XP events, and
Yeah,
dude,
dude,
I've
if
been
they could
fucking
just make
crushing them
more
events,
content, if they
leveling
could
up my
just make more
characters and shit.
content for that game, if they could just make more content for that game, that would be great.
Oh, dude, 100%. I wish they would. I wish they'd fucking bring the servers back up to par. Like,
I still don't understand why that game did not get a crossplay option.
yeah, I honestly have been waiting for them to do the third one because since the cat's been let out the bag, people have been really wanting.
Well, what we're going to talk about today is all about the future of Star Wars because, as Yoda says, always in motion, the future is. So, and you know, it sounds like we got the best piece of news we've ever gotten for Star Wars in a long time. Oh, you're frozen. Do you freeze? Dang it. Oh, dang, StreamYards. It happens. He froze. What is those telling him the good stuff? Hello? That's always a pain when it freezes. Know what I mean, sweetie?
Yeah,
You making good progress over there?
I'm checking.
Question mark is okay. 1 plus X. Well, that's how you do it. Get out of there. You're not going to be blocking. I'm going to spinning back fist you and teach you some manners. Ah, no. A bunch of the guys we're talking about, I guess there's going to be a big UFC fight that's going to get televised on, I think they said November. No, not November. December 19th.
Mm-hmm.
And so a bunch of the guys want to go to a Buffalo Wild Wings that day and watch the game. Oh, you're back. You're back.
Just
Okay,
just don't go to Applebee's. You know, we don't need you getting kicked out of another Applebee's, Joe.
Oh, we're not talking about Applebee's. We were talking about Buffalo Wild Wings because one of my friends at work at my new job, they're all UFC fans and they want to go watch the big fight that's going to be happening on the 19th next month. But yeah, so what I was going to tell you before you froze was, so as I said, like Yoda says, always in motion. The future is.
Yeah, something like that, you know.
Yeah, and so apparently, you know, I'm sure you've heard the big news is that Dave runs all of it now. So,
Oh yeah, I even saw your video you made about it.
Yes, sir. I mean, I was hyped. How could I not make a video?
Yeah, I've been working on quite a few different videos. Because I've been trying to rebrand on everything.
I'm working on a new big video tonight about Marvel, and I haven't made a good Marvel video in a while. I came up with a massive theory about how the X-Men are going to fit into the MCU now.
Oh, is that the video you just posted a couple of minutes ago or whatever?
So I posted my unboxing. So for my birthday, I got money from AJ, and so I'm now, as of 2 days ago, I'm now 30.
Damn it, Joe! Why you gotta be so dirty about it?
So I got what I just posted was I got a new figure when I went to GameStop for Black Friday shopping. And if you're reading the current run of Daredevil right now, dude, I got the King Daredevil figure.
Oh, nice.
Let me get him so I can show you.
Yeah, I haven't done any Black Friday shopping just because I can't afford it this year.
Right, no, I get it. Look at this shit.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
He's got the beard and everything, dude. He's got a fucking spear and he's got his billy clubs.
Damn, these people are fucking the shit out of me on Battlefront. I'm not gonna lie.
Fucking the shit out of you. Oh,
yeah.
That sucks. That sucks. Like, these people are fucking.
They're like, oh, he's Kylo Ren. Let's go all over him. You know.
Dang, bitch, Ren. No, man. If you want to get wins on that game, you got to do my two main characters. You either play Dooku or you play Maul, man. That's how you annihilate.
Kylo's good in group combat.
Yeah, he is good in group combat. That's good. He can clear a room pretty quickly.
But of course, if you don't have a team who sticks together, he's kind of useless. So it's
when it comes to Battlefront, I don't rely on a team. I know it's always just one man.
Yeah, one man wrecking crew. I get it. I use Luke as my primary character, mind you.
Oh, I love using Luke, but like when I play light side, dude, I'm all over Anakin, man, because Anakin is
Yeah,
my champ.
Obi-Wan. Honestly, dude, Obi-Wan, Luke, and Anakin are probably top dogs in the game. In all
Dude,
fairness,
Obi-Wan fucks hard, man. Obi-Wan he's got some good shit. If you level up that mind trick, it's pretty good.
oh my bad, no, I thought I closed it.
Oh, you didn't close the door?
I forgot.
That's funny.
Yeah, dude, my Luke's is like level 60, not 8 right now, almost 69.
Yeah, getting Luke into a good level is pretty cool.
I sit there and I run the epicenter, the force push, and
Yeah.
I have it where I have my upgrades where I get it basically instantly. Like you get rid of my force abilities and they're right back to be usable.
So did you see the teaser I put out from when I had Trevor over for our movie?
I haven't been on YouTube very much to watch it. Like I said, I've been working on a lot of videos lately.
Makes sense.
Trying
So
to
did
get
you
back into the
post
swing
it?
of
So did
things.
you post any of yours, or did you just or have you just been like working on your script for them and stuff?
I've really just been working on them in general.
How close are you to getting done with your new intro?
Probably like halfway there. Who's inviting me to a fucking party?
Someone is.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
waiting for. Let's see, what time is it? I'm waiting for 7 p.m. man, because at 7 p.m. that's when the Invincible skins come out in Fortnite tonight.
Oh, they're going to Fortnite, not just 'cause I heard they're adding them to the new Mortal Kombat game I haven't played yet.
Oh, dude, I have Omni-Man on Mortal Kombat. That shit fucks hard, dude. Like if you play the new game and if Johnny's being an asshole to you, just pull out Omni-Man. And one of the things I love about Omni-Man is they finally fulfilled my fantasy of having a like superpowered character, but also having a martial artist in the same world in the best way possible. Like Omni-Man, like I love Superman, but like Superman always relies on his heat vision or his super strength. Imagine doing that super strength, but imagine like doing some crazy like martial arts combat with that strength. This man is legitimately like fucking sidekicking people with the force of a planet. Like, it's fucking great. Like when I played it, I was like, oh shit, Omni-Man's gonna be sidekicking motherfuckers now? Okay. And it makes it better too because you got J.K. Simmons voicing.
So I have to like anybody who's ever seen me, and Joe knows I've kicked his ass with him too many times where I don't use him anymore. I will use Scorpion against everyone.
Yeah.
Just to prove that I am the best.
I'll tell you this, man. Like out of all the Mortal Kombat games,
I'll be honest, I can't beat Joe with anyone else but Scorpion. He kicks my ass around.
There was that time when we were. Oh, what was it? We were playing.
He got lucky one time. He's gotten lucky once against me using Scorpion, which is outstanding.
And I just absolutely decimated you with my Rambo. You got absolutely decimated.
It don't matter. I still went undefeated in the second round against it.
That's true. Come on. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna get front kicked in the face? Good.
What you say? You're playing UFC 4, huh?
Yeah.
Are you getting 5 by chance?
Oh, I'm gonna get 5 mix. I heard the Bruce Lee stuff with 5 is crazy.
Dude, I've heard the whole entire combat system is so realistic for 5.
I want to get it, yeah, man. I just didn't want to spend 70 some bucks.
I'm not one to do that.
I'll wait for Christmas, man. I'm gonna get that game. It's gonna take me a little bit of time. I got other priorities first.
That's kind of like what I'm doing with Mortal Kombat. I'd rather get the deluxe edition when it's down half price.
Yeah, I paid for the deluxe because I was like, Mortal Kombat's got all these freaking sweet DLCs. And what I did with the DLC is save myself money.
Is it different for PlayStation? You don't get we usually get like we get the story mode and some characters, but like we don't get anything in the standard this time around.
That's weird. Yeah, I got one, and I have the story mode, and I started with some DLC characters, and then when they make the new DLC characters come out, I just spend the like $7.99 for the individual characters and just buy them individually.
I got you.
So I bought Omni-Man with birthday money. Jake gave me a PlayStation gift card. I got 2 things. I don't know if you saw it on my. You said you haven't been on YouTube, but I got a new game the other day, dude, that I've been playing. I love the One Piece show so bad. I got One Piece Warriors 4 because it was literally fucking $10.
Oh,
And
hell
I was
yeah.
like, that game is fucking awesome, dude. That reminded me of playing like the old school Naruto games. Dude, I can literally like the next time me and Trevor have been working on like one of my biggest things. We've done superheroes, we've done like everything. We've done like our Cobra Kai fights.
We've never done anime.
I really want to do an anime fight with Trevor. My plan is I want to be Sanjay because I want to just only do kicks because that man is like. So I've been training my legs. Like I've been going to the gym doing leg day and everything to like get that black leg training so I can just like fucking smoke his ass with like hella kicks.
I would love to do a redo of Sasuke versus Naruto with
That'd be
somebody.
on my list too. I love that. I've been trying to train my legs to hit that split.
People can talk shit about Naruto all they want. I'm sorry. Sasuke versus Naruto, you've never been disappointed in a fight against them.
Yeah, no, their fights are always legendary.
It's like don't get me wrong, I love Dragon Ball. I love Vegeta, I love Goku. They don't have anything on Sasuke and Naruto. I'm just putting it out there.
What do you think is their best fight?
Like, I want to say the one before the Fourth Ninja War or Fifth Ninja War.
That's the one where Sasuke lost his arm, right?
That's the one where I think so, and he regrew it or some shit.
Yeah, so he chose not to get it because when you go to Boruto, he's just a one-armed badass. Like he chose not to.
He is the badass of Boruto. Keep in mind, I haven't been ever past the 4th episode. I'm on like 102 right now.
Dude, he's basically. I don't know if you've seen it, but like in the Boruto movie, he's basically the Flash. Like he basically has like when he shows
he's
up,
like Minato. Dude, he's like the dark Minato of the entire Boruto verse. And it's badass.
I loved in the movie when Kakashi was Hokage, and there's that one Naruto movie where Naruto was away and fighting a villain in like space and to try and save Hinata, and the whole Leaf Village is fucked, and a giant meteor comes in, and Sasuke is just like, he just taps it with Chidori, just taps it and breaks it into a million pieces. And then Kakashi's like, whatever will I do without this man?
But come on, Kakashi, you taught him everything you know.
Man literally went Goku level, didn't even give a fuck.
I didn't even give a fuck either, no. So what kind of lore are we talking about today on the podcast? I don't have anybody on my viewers. I don't know if that's because no one's joined.
Did you put it in the Discord?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Oh well eventually eventually it will get figured out, and once it gets uploaded to the channel, I'm sure it will get figured out. And if you send me this stream, I'll put it as a replay video. I'll put it as a video on my channel too.
Oh, okay. I'll have to figure out how to do that.
Yeah. So like whatever you do, like when it ends, go from your YouTube channel and just send me and just send it to me through that way. And then I should be able to upload it. I think as long as it's as a video, I should be able to convert it. But yeah, if you send me the link, I should just be able to convert it into an actual video pretty easily.
I got you.
So what we're going to be talking about is basically, first what we think Dave Filoni's promotion means, and I think you and I, being the longest Star Wars fans for the longest time, I think we need to decide because we knew there would be something with Kevin Feige one day. They were talking about something like for president and stuff. But do we think because Kathleen Kennedy's still around and whatever, but do we think this? I don't know if this is because obviously she had to promote him. Did she promote?
Honestly, are you asking me if I think she's stepping down? That she realizes all the wrong she's done has affected us negatively as fans? Yeah.
Do you think she's stepping down, or do you think this is just her way of getting the fans to be nice to her and just hope that this is her salvation? What do you think?
Honestly, this is how I see it. Just because of her past, of kind of just fucking us. I think she's finally realized that she is not the one to hold the torch.
Right.
I think she's finally realized that, oh, these decisions I'm making and these decisions I'm pushing through to be made, and I could be wrong. This could just be for another one of her neat little fucking tricks
Yeah, you never know
where
what's
she thinks she's all slick.
She's like
But
Palpatine. You never know what she's gonna fucking do.
but again, in this channel, on this podcast, we are open-minded people, and within this podcast space,
Yeah.
so I would want to have hope that maybe she's finally realized the wrong that she's done to not only Star Wars, but its forefather George Lucas,
Yeah.
and is passing the torch on to somebody much, much more valuable of an asset to the franchise itself than she is.
I agree.
Now,
Do you think
with
she'll
that benefit of the doubt, you also do have to have the devil's advocate in this, and she's doing this for all for personal gain.
Yep.
But
think she'll
again, we can hope that perhaps she's turning this into her resignation
Yeah.
from
I mean,
what she's
that's
done.
definitely the hope. I mean, it just seems like this is only gonna mean good things. Like Dave's already teasing plans for season 2. I think one of the things I want to talk about is like with
And I've
Dave's,
heard a lot about Mandalorian returning for season 5 too.
yeah, so
I've heard little snippets in the galaxy about that.
what I want to know is I love Jon Favreau, but please, for the love of God, let Dave write 90% of season 4 more than John did. Because after what John did to the Book of Boba Fett, I don't want him writing anymore by himself.
He doesn't. I mean, it's not that he doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to do what he's doing.
Yeah, and
don't get me wrong, and Joe, I'm sure you can agree with this. Book of Boba Fett had potential. It was decent. It had potential, but it was poorly written.
I just lost all respect for him when he started saying like we're gonna do a Boba Fett show, and in the first 2 episodes of Boba Fett, if Tamron Morrison isn't cool speaking more than 2 lines, then that tells you something's wrong. And I've talked to my people. It was Favreau and Rodriguez that decided, yeah, he needs to talk. I'm like, no, he doesn't. He doesn't. He can sit there in the chair and be like, Fennec, give me something to blow up with the flamethrower. Just 2 words.
You see that rocket over there? I blew him up with it twice.
Like, the fact that he fucking talked to the biker gang instead of flamethrowing their ass after they betrayed him, I was like, why?
I'm sorry. When I think of Boba Fett, I'm thinking, see that rocket on my back? I was shoved up your ass to make sure it blows. Like,
exactly. Dude, Tamron Morrison don't play. I mean, that man in Mando season 2 was like the John Wick of the Star Wars universe. That man was fucking people up like left and right. I was like,
dude, and it was so nostalgic seeing him back in the suit. It really fucking was.
I was so pissed that we got to the show. Like, that's all I wanted was a show that like just gave me like 6-7 episodes of Boba just fucking people up, and then we didn't even get that.
No. Unfortunately, we had a lot of iffy projects in the past years.
They didn't call him in for Mando season 3 because they were supposed to bring him in for the finale to redeem his character, and they didn't. But from what I heard, he's going to be in the Mando movie, so like he's going to be in the Heir to the Empire. So he better fucking get a redemption season in one of the shows. They need to do his character better. And
I've also, I don't know if you've heard anything from any of your contacts, but I've heard a little something interesting.
What'd you hear?
Of a possible Obi-Wan Kenobi season 2.
What's the plan? Do you know what they're going to plan to do?
Right now it's rumored, but a lot of us hated the Kenobi show.
Deborah Chow better stay fucking away from that shit. I do not want her name near it.
Joe knows this. He's always been like the big Anakin chosen one lover. Where I've been a fan of Obi-Wan.
Yep.
Obi-Wan was my favorite character in the originals with Alec Guinness as the role. Yeah. Loved him. I love the shit out of Kenobi.
I don't know too many people that don't love Obi-Wan. Like I love Obi-Wan, but I just connect with Anakin.
Anakin more. Like people, like you can say like, oh, power-wise, he's not that strong. But if you think about it, Obi-Wan has always been the wiser Jedi. That has always been said.
That's
Even
why it always
Anakin,
that's what made me
even
mad.
Anakin himself, in his basically in his prime, knew
That's why I
Obi-Wan
was
was
mad
the
when they
wiser.
jumped him to like power level. That's why I was mad when they jumped him to power level 9,000 in 4 episodes, and I was like, "But I understand Obi-Wan's powerful, but he goes from Vader whooping his ass with a thinking he's got a flashlight in his hand instead of a lightsaber to I'm Space Jesus like that. Like the
I mean, like
fuck?
it's like I get it. He is space Jesus, but come on now.
It's like come
Come
on,
on
man.
now.
And it doesn't make it any believable because when we see Obi-Wan fight Vader in A New Hope, he's scared shitless of Vader, man. He knows Vader is gonna fuck his world up. So all he can do is make sure his friends save him. But that fight doesn't make that believable. So it's like, what am I
Mhm.
supposed to believe?
Well, and also they kind of steer away from the lore a bit because
Yep.
if you look at Legends, Obi-Wan and Vader had many encounters through the years before their final one.
Yeah, I love Vader, but if you're gonna do an Obi-Wan show and you're gonna have someone fight Obi-Wan and cause a problem, just fucking do Maul. We could have done we could have gotten more Maul and that and you can
Honestly, Joe, if they were to
yeah.
do like a Rebels version of like Maul in live action and bring back the man himself as the role.
Yeah. Well, they don't even have to do the Rebels reenactment. There's enough time in the timeline that they can tell other stories where Obi-Wan and Maul
But I'm
met.
saying, like, last we see, Maul is struck down by Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
I told you this the last podcast, I believe, that I want 100%. I want them to bring back Maul and Savage as a dynamic duo, and which really insists on the rule of two.
Well, so that's why I'm so jazzed about Filoni being in control because I think that Dave
We
said something
need. I don't give a fuck what people think. We need a Savage and Maul
yeah.
based
I mean,
story. We need
I
it.
think we should get one. I mean, those two characters are incredible, and Dave clearly has passion for them. And I think,
Dude, like fucking Savage in the Clone Wars was so fucking brutal, dude. Like, oh, dude, he even scared me as a fucking kid watching the show.
I mean, when you
Like,
have Darth Maul's brother, what better thing can you do? Like, you got to make, and you have the legend Clancy Brown voicing him. Like, you can't
you
go
really can't
wrong.
beat it.
Like, I loved how like both of them worked so well together. Like, just how
Mhm.
I loved how insightful you see Maul is.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Sam has been holding something back from us, Sam Witwer. I really do.
I think they're ready to announce a Maul movie. Out of all characters, when they did that BS of standalone movies about Rogue One and about Solo, it's time to bring out the big guns. If you're gonna do a standalone movie,
Go big or go home. Go big or go home.
Focus on people that people give a shit about. Because I'm still mad at Lucasfilm for canceling that Maul game. I want a straight up just Maul story game where I get to play as Maul the entire time, and I want like Maul like pre-Black Sun where I'm just on a mission like Maul Lockdown, fucking shit up, just or a Crime Syndicate game where I own Crimson Dawn, and I'm like, okay, you're getting fucked up. You didn't join me.
That's honestly what disappointed me when they did the teaser trailer for Outlaws. I thought it was gonna be like a lot more than what they're teasing for us.
I'm actually looking forward to Outlaws because it's got like this interesting concept that's got me intrigued.
Because I want Eclipse. They put Eclipse on the back burner.
That
Which
game better be fucking good with as long as people are waiting for it because they're saying that shit's gonna have Yoda in it and like it's gonna be like.
From what I've understood, that is supposed to be like our console version of the Old Republic in modern Star Wars, like in the modern timeline.
I heard something the other day that people were saying that the Old Republic remake's dead, but I'm hearing the remake's still happening now. So,
which I don't give a fuck about that. In all honesty, they should just make the third game and call it quits.
Yeah. I'd rather get Force Unleashed 3 personally.
I love the Old Republic games.
Yeah.
I want a third one, but the second one ended on a great note. Like as much as I want a third one.
I'd rather get Force Unleashed 3 or even 1313.
Battlefront 3. They
They're
have
promised those games.
like in a game that they could sit there and they could bring it back and redo more with it. Like
That's the thing
Force
I wonder is,
Unleashed.
Dave's gonna have access to all these resources, and now he's gonna only greenlight ideas that he likes. Unfortunately, he couldn't cancel the Rey movie because she already started it. But from what I
I
heard,
don't give a fuck. I'd tell her to get the fuck out of my fucking studio. You fucking skinny well, I can't say that word. Cuck waffle of a fucking weirdo.
from what I understand, he's been in all the meetings now for it. So he's basically been able to say, as creative like officer, he can basically say, "Oh no, this is fucking stupid. We're not doing that shit." And
George Lucas would shit his pants and throw them at you because of that. Like, this man would shit on your grave if you do this.
I want to know. I want to know what his reaction was when he walked into the studio at Lucasfilm when they were making Last Jedi, and when he sat there with Mark and watched Mark's face. He's like, "So this is what we're gonna do with Luke Skywalker in the sequel trilogy." Like,
well, you know what Mark Hamill thought about it.
He hated it.
And and honestly, if the character who plays the character hates it, you're doing something wrong.
And they still didn't understand it. There's still people that defend Ryan. There's still people that think that it's a right decision. It's like, no, it's not. It does not work.
And Mark Hamill himself, you can look this up, has, and I quote, said, "That might be Luke Skywalker, but that's not my Luke Skywalker that I played 30-something years ago."
What's even crazier? You remember when they did the thing in Mando Season 2? I watched an interview yesterday from Star Wars Celebration that nobody's talking about right now. I might make it into a video where Dave pretty much talks about Luke Skywalker. He talks about the idea of coming into these Star Wars projects and he owns Ahsoka as a character. That's his character. He can do what he wants with her. But when he talks about like the characters that Lucas created, right, and the legacy and the responsibility that comes up with that, he was asked about Luke Skywalker, and he's like, we have this responsibility to get these characters right and to do what our owner, wanted this to do justice to what came before. And so, like, please tell me you had that conversation with Ryan and Kathleen Kennedy, because that was not true. And he said, when Jon Favreau and him, when they brought Luke into the Mando season finale, Mark and him were sitting in the office, and Mark was smiling, and they were there just like hashing it out.
Reminiscing, talking about it, yeah.
Yeah, even though they did like the CGI double shit they did to make him like look good and stuff, Mark was so present and was like enjoying seeing his character being respected the way it was. So it's like crazy.
Put into like that, it's. I mean, look how long it took people to love Hayden Christensen as Anakin.
That's why the thing for me, it's crazy. That's why the thing for me that's really hard.
When I watched Star Wars Celebration, dude, and I watched all of it, when I saw people standing, applauding, and loving him, honestly,
the biggest thing we're gonna have to do is like the biggest thing that they can do to fix Star Wars right now is,
and the worst part is like
Mark Hamill will always be Luke Skywalker, but age does seep in at a certain point, and you can always have his input and always have notes from him. But
we need a new Luke.
For me personally, I can't do this CGI double. I need a real actor. I need somebody else younger that can play Luke, because I 100% need Heir to the Empire, Luke being a main character. And I need
and it is unfortunate that we essentially were getting these movies 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost 10 years ago, Star Wars was sold and said, fuck the movies.
I 100% believe, especially while he's still young, I still think, even though he's decently busy with Marvel, I still think Sebastian Stan's the guy, man. I think you get
100%. And he has the jawline to pull it off.
He's the guy. They're literally twins. Like, he's the guy. Like, I don't care who you got to talk to, Kevin, whatever. We're taking him.
And think about it. It's minimum CGI on him. Minimum CGI. So it doesn't look weird.
And you can have Mark there for like the notes and some of the other stuff involved and like learning the voice and whatever. But like, we just need a full-fledged actor so that we can see Luke do cool shit that CGI won't let us show. Like, Like you got a real actor, you can have Sebastian Stan do like some force kicks and go like fucking
Like
crazy.
Joe, you know this already. If they were, and I've always talked about this, even if we never get to see another game with Sam Witwer as Star Killer, as Galen Merrick, they need to do a maybe not a trilogy because we have the video games, but do a continuation where we just see him in all of his gray Jedi glory, just fucking the galaxy up alongside the new Jedi orders.
I have a feeling that Sam Witwer is cooking, being canon like as
Oh,
good
yeah.
as games are. I think him and Cal Kestis are ready to hit up the movies and the TV shows pretty soon. Like I think they're gonna start-
honestly, and I've said this from the start, we need an Ahsoka Star Killer based
Mhm.
show.
Yeah, I
They
think
compare the difference in. Because I've said this from the start too. It wasn't just Vader who trained Galen, because we see in the games that he has a soft spot for Galen Merrick.
Yep.
He has a soft spot that he's only ever had for one other person when he was a Jedi, which is Ahsoka. And if you look at the comparison between how he trained Ahsoka and how he trained Galen, of course with a little more push, because well, he's a Sith.
Yeah,
at
there are
that point.
there are three stories like in terms of Star Wars that I've wanted to see them adapted in video games or movies or TV shows of any form. And like so,
But above all else, I want a Young Jedi Knights TV show,
yeah,
or probably a long-lasting TV show. Maybe not 6 episodes, maybe up at like 12 or 13
I want,
episodes. Like
a full on. You remember the game? You remember the game Jedi Academy?
yes, I loved it.
Luke's, I still want Luke's Jedi Academy. Like I want that to be a show. I've wanted that for a long time.
And the Young Jedi Knight series was 13 books long.
Yep, I remember that.
I think they made 2 others that were like a continuation of them. But
I also still really want Vader Vader's first. So I still really want right after Ori 66 where he just is laying out Jedi. Like he's going with his units and he's just wiping people out.
And that's honestly like that would be the perfect opener for a Star Killer show or movie.
Yep. Perfect. It would be a perfect opener. You could carry it in. Just have a full-on Vader show. Where
5 years after Order 66, Galen Merrick is 5 years old and is discovered.
100%.
Imagine that. 5 years old, he's found. That's a whole 13 years before Luke is involved in it with him.
Yep. Are you making big progress over there, honey?
I honestly, I want to do a video about that. Like my thoughts on like.
When it comes to content, man, you can make whatever you want, pretty much, just whatever you're feeling, which is good.
Like, oh, dude.
Like for me, even though
the possibilities are endless.
For me, I'm working on some big things. So one thing I'm working on today is someone who has seen the Marvels, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the plan leading into Deadpool 3, I'm starting to pick up what Feige's plan is with the X-Men, and it's kind of genius what he's doing. And I'm going to do a video about what I think he's doing. So what I think he's going to do. So in the Marvels, there's an end credit scene. The end credit scene shows us go to a timeline where we see we're in a similar Fox X-Men universe, but it's not the same one we know. And in this universe, Kelsey Grammer comes back as Beast. But when he comes back as Beast, here's the catch. He doesn't look like how he looked in X3. He looks like animated Beast, like from the 90s X-Men. And we know they're doing X-Men 97, right?
Yep.
So here's the thing I've been thinking about. Even though I don't love this movie, Multiverse of Madness opened one question for me that I think is really interesting. When we saw Charles Xavier in Multiverse of Madness and we heard the X-Men 97 theme, he looks just like how they're promoting that animated show to look, but in live action. And Beast is looking the same now. So I think, and even though it's all the MCU tries to make anything canon anyway, I think 97 is exactly how the X-Men are from animated are going to factor in live action. Like I think that's why even though we won't see our new like recasted Wolverine for a long time, I think that's why Hugh Jackman's in the suit. I think what we're gonna find out in Deadpool 3
100%.
is the Wolverine we have is a Wolverine from the 90s. and that Wolverine is wearing the suit because he's from the 97 timeline. So,
I hope so, dude.
like, I think that's what they're planning. And if that is,
Okay.
then
What do you think? I honestly like I think the best opener. Since we're on that topic, Joe, we should talk about what we think would be the best opening scene for Deadpool 3.
oh, dude, there's so many good
I honestly, I want him just fucking universe hopping with the song "Happier Together" on.
That'd be great.
Just
Happier Together.
popping through timelines and in different universes, just murking people before he kicks in the door.
There's something I want that Disney will never allow, which makes me really sad, but I would love it. I've always said my Deadpool 3 opening has always been Deadpool getting kicked out of Disneyland from fucking all the Disney princesses, and that's been my fucking dream.
I honestly would love to see him like pop a vent down and slide down the rope like Spider-Man, but on a rope.
God.
And fucking shoot Mickey Mouse and say that's for your bad marketing decisions.
That's what's going to be so funny with Secret Wars is Spidey and him, multiple Spider-Man, will probably interact.
I honestly can't wait. I can't fucking wait. Tobey Maguire is also rumored to be in Deadpool 3.
Oh, of course.
So I can't wait because it's rumored that Tobey will be wearing his Secret Wars suit that we were supposed to get in episode 4.
What's crazy is, you know what's even crazier about that? And that's interesting because what I also heard is...
I love that suit, Joe. You know, that's one of my favorite Spider-Man suits. Is the Secret Wars, that purple on the black and gray, dude.
That suit's amazing. I'm also hearing that apparently, I've heard that apparently, even though people haven't been fans of the Sony Marvel movies, I heard they're about to merge the Sony movies and the MCU versions of Spider-Man. So, like, I heard there's a big video I'm going to do today about how they've been setting up their Sinister Six plan, and
like a multiverse of Spider-Man.
Apparently, here's something that nobody. It's rumored, and I might make a video on this too. I'm hearing a rumor right now that Toby's going to be the end credit scene of Madam Web, and that Madam Web is going to set up the two merging. So they're going to merge the Sony characters with the original Sony Spider-Man, showing up and setting everything up. And since Madam Web's powers are basically connected to, seeing the future, she probably will know about him. So I think that will be really interesting to see if they actually go through with that plan.
What are your thoughts on Deadpool being the only Marvel movie we're getting next year? Do you think that's a good thing?
We need it. We need to have one. We know that there's no way that movie's not going to be amazing. And
we know Ryan Reynolds doesn't give a fuck what Disney says on anything.
So we're just gonna get one really solid movie. And the other thing is, even though we're only getting that movie, dude, kicking off next year. I don't know if you saw the trailer, but Echo looks fucking amazing. Like
Jake had me watch it, dude. Jake had me watch it when I was on my stream the other day.
I almost didn't even think that was a Marvel show on Disney Plus. Like when I saw that trailer,
I thought it was a fucking movie. I'm not even gonna lie.
It looks so fucking good, dude. I mean, from the moment when they had Kingpin in the alley just beating the shit out of that guy, I was like, oh, dude, this took me back to those Netflix days. It's crazy. It's so crazy that show is going to be so good.
Oh yeah, dude.
I also saw when Dave Filoni's interview I was going over earlier today, I saw the idea of Dave said something really interesting about he gave a first real tease about his movie that nobody's really talking about right now. He mentioned that Heir to the Empire, despite being called Heir to the Empire, we're not charging to another battle of the Empire and the Rebels duking it out like we got in the sequels. He's going bigger. Just like they teased in Ahsoka, we are getting whatever threat the good guys, whatever good guys we're dealing with. From now on, it's not going to be about stormtroopers. It's going to be about the witches. He wants to expand on the Night Sisters being the main.
And in all honesty, that is even though it does. So that was my issue with Ahsoka. The whole lore being changed from the what are they fucking called? Basically they're a Sith race to the Night Sisters.
And I
If they're
think
going that route, it wouldn't be a bad thing because, of course, you can't have everything based entirely off the books.
I think
We
they
know
need to-
that
I
too
think they
well.
need to build it. Oh, and speaking of the books, I came up with a genius idea of how they can make the fans of the books satisfied and still push through their live action agenda that they're doing their own storytelling. So you remember how Visions worked, and Visions was kind of its own thing?
Yeah.
What if Disney Plus, and I'm going to make a video about this today. What if
Mhm.
Disney Plus made a anime section on Disney Plus called
Mhm.
Star Wars Legends, and the entire thing was only Star Wars stories in anime form. And
Ooh.
all the anime form is the original Heir to the Empire, all the original Legend stories, all right there in anime form.
That would be badass. They could
Right?
honestly because you have Timothy Zane's Heir to the Empire, then you have Children of the Force, which is kind of like a sequel by Kevin J. Anderson. And then Kevin J. Anderson's next series over was literally the twins training with Luke and their friends that they obtain by
And
training under
Legends could
Luke.
be anything. So they could do so much cool stuff with that. Because it could be like some
Oh.
stories could be dealing with that new trilogy setup, and then some stories could be like, oh well, here's a story with Starkiller. Like so, it's
And,
like,
or even better, they could even I've said this before. They could even do a what if.
that. I've been saying we need a Star Wars one. I want to see.
Because if you get honestly, and with that, you could sit there and say, what if Starkiller, like survived our type of thing? Because we know he survives, but so whether he's a clone or not is still.
I still want to see what if Vader convinced both his kids to join the dark side, and they both like ruled alongside him.
I would love a Legends what if baseline, 100%. Like what if, what if Luke did join Vader and turned to the dark side?
Yeah, dude, that'd be incredible.
And Empire Strikes Back.
I've been working on a video for that one for a while. I just got to put some things together I've been working on for that one. But that would be really cool. I would love that. I would love.
A lot of people say, well, what if Anakin was redeemed and he did survive? But no one ever talks about what if Luke resented Obi-Wan and Yoda for keeping the truth from him and did join Vader.
That's a real possibility too.
What if he did join Vader? You would be essentially having end of his prime, Darth Vader, training his son, the son of the fucking chosen one, as a Sith.
It would be crazy.
Who already has some understanding of the Force as a Jedi.
You know what's interesting? As much as I love the character of Gillen Merrick, you have to think that when George Lucas created that character, he created that with the intent of this was what Luke would have been like if they would have made Luke turn to the dark side.
Because what people don't know is his original last name was supposed to be Starkiller.
That's what I'm saying. Like you'd have to think that George in his mind envisioned that as what Luke would become if Luke joined.
If he was a Sith, yeah.
So I think that was definitely something that was possible. I really want to see, in terms of Legend storylines, I want to see Shadows of the Empire, man. I want to see Luke turn to the dark side with Mara Jade and have to fight the clone of Palpatine. That shit would be awesome.
Yeah, that honestly, I love that entire story.
Dude, I'm totally making that video. The Legends as an anime would fucking slap, dude. That shit would be awesome.
It honestly could go multiple seasons too, because you would be able to touch on everything.
Because it's an animated Star Wars, you could go so much crazier on the Force powers and how everything was done. You could go just, oh dude, you could put some Dragon Ball shit up in there. You could have Luke just
oh dude, and especially if you get the right animation studio to do it too for them, and that shit would be fucking, oh dude, that shit would fucking slap 100%.
I don't know how they came up with Visions, man, but I've been reading the book about the Ronin Sith that they have in season 1 of Visions.
Mm-hmm.
Visions is fucking thick, man. That whole concept was.
So
I love that shit.
I haven't talked about it very much, but we know Zarkus as my character that I've been writing for years upon.
Yeah.
I've been working lately on diverging it towards his future, his children.
Yeah.
Um, I created a lover of his that is of Mandalorian blood, who is related to Bo-Katan and the Kreese, uh,
Crazy.
whatchamacallit family,
That's
where she's
nuts.
basically pure Mandalorian, but she was raised by a bounty hunter who was formerly Mandalorian. It's super fucking cool.
I like that. That's actually really good. That
So
actually.
her mother was not. Um, she basically was planning to betray Bo-Katan's father and take over Mandalore.
I really like
It-
that.
it-
Really
so
cool.
it's her whole origin is like, oh, whoa, like, what the fuck? So his children, I have where they're twins, a sister and a brother. Huh, where have we seen that before?
Definitely somewhere.
So where essentially his son eventually will become a merger within the Force, where he will create the very first official Grey Jedi Order that has balance with that of the Sith. His sister being the Sith Empress,
Oh, I like.
where they govern two different parts of the galaxy, but are and for the first time ever bring balance and peace to the galaxy as two separate societies.
You still having issues over there, sweetie?
And it's been a work of fucking. It's a pain in the ass, but it's been a real big project I've been working on.
My computer is preparing to reset. It's 55% done and it's taking ages.
Oh, so it just takes ages.
Yeah.
Land before time nonsense.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Yeah, those are really good concepts. I like that
Damn
idea.
it, Joe, why do you say things like that about yourself? I mean, I know you were born like 100 years ago, man, but you
That's
don't
funny.
gotta say things like that.
Dinosaur in the Stone Age computer. We were talking about the computer, but yeah, I see what you're doing.
I know you were. I was just messing with you.
No, yeah, it's
Yeah, you
fun,
fucking
man.
tell that frog.
Kermit's always been crazy.
Yeah, how do you know?
Yeah, I just love that idea of just like the
A what if
concept
anime series,
be so cool.
or even just a straight up anime. Call it Star Wars Legends, the
I mean,
animated
they're starting to
series.
carry. I don't know if you've seen these in any of your local stores, but I was at
Mhm.
Target today. They
Mhm.
had a manga for the entire first season of Mandalorian out
Ooh.
the other day, and they've been starting to make more Star Wars mangas, but they're always telling these stories of things that have already happened. We don't need retellings of things we've seen. I just need anime of new things.
Oh
Give
yeah.
me new stories. That's what. Oh shit, they're out now, honey. Shit, the bundle is here.
52 minutes. I do have to be live on. I forgot. I do stream on Twitch. That's why I swiped down and was checking.
No worries, man.
My schedule where it notifies me in case I forget.
Do you want me to get the thing
So I
out
probably
of
have like another like 6-7 minutes that I can talk before I have to go live. I've been trying to get more subscribers on here to kind of like do a multi-stream between YouTube and Twitch.
You could keep the Discord open. Where is it? You could just hang out. So I'm gonna probably play Fortnite once I get these skins now that they're out.
'Cause
I just want to smoke some fools as Omni-Man, man. That's my goal. My goal in life is to be J.K. Simmons with a mustache and just smoke fools. Dude, there's the fucking YouTube video right there, man. What if Omni-Man just becomes the greatest Sith and just wipes out everybody?
that'd be a crazy what if.
What if Omni-Man just hops over to Star Wars and just starts fucking all the bad guys up, all their shit?
I
just
mean,
like,
it wouldn't be the craziest thing that's happened in the world.
I've also been working on creating a new Sith for one of my Star Wars stories. And I want to create a Sith that had the entire power of pure planet devastation so that the Death Star would be obsolete.
That's kind of how that's what I've been doing with the twins of the Merrick twins.
Really?
So his son is actually a Mandalorian Grey Jedi,
Right?
as like a repeat in history.
Sounds good.
he has a complete understanding of the balance of the Force, much like his father. Which, mind you,
You love what I'm calling my character, dude. I call him
Zarkith at this point in time, Joe, can
Yeah,
actually shift between that of the spirit realm of the Jedi and that of the mortal realm itself. He has become that powerful within the Force that he can become a Force ghost
so I'm
and
working on
be
creating
immortal.
a custom character. My custom character, I call him, and I might
Mhm,
even play him for my movie when we do our Great
mhm,
Jedi movie.
mhm.
I'm making a Sith named Darth Planetarius. So it's like
Ooh.
Darth Plagueis, but he causes mass. He's so strong in the Force. His midi-chlorian count is so strong that
Mhm.
he just devastates entire planets. The will of the Death Star runs through his bloodstream.
That sounds pretty cool, actually.
Right? Like he just is insane. And so what he did is he took all the kyber crystals that they made up to use the Death Star and
Mhm.
infused them with his like DNA, so that he
Ooh.
already was powerful with midichlorians, and then he made himself stronger.
So in other words, he pulled a Hunter Zolomon and
Yep. He shoots up every day, just makes himself more powerful. He's like, "Oh, I need another kyber crystal." Boom, just infuses himself every day.
honey, where's my kyber crystal shoots?
Yep. Where's my crystal sheets? Oh, dude, that's
I don't
incredible.
know. I threw them away. Why the fuck did you throw them away? I need those to destroy a galaxy today.
I need those to hunt entire worlds. What is this other stuff this new item shop's got?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Surprise, motherfucker. Miss Wendy's like, surprise, motherfucker. What is this squat
Not
kick?
today, Skywalker.
Not today, Skywalker. Yeah, I've just been trying to come up with something like, because you get people, some people have some interesting creative ideas, and there's so many
Mhm.
Sith out there. We always need the
Yeah.
next thing, a new threat. And so I'm writing right now for Darth Planetarius. And
Yeah.
so,
I've really
so
just been like, I've taken a step back from personal character creation and
Mhm.
like the Merrick twins have been, I have like 6 short novels I'm writing for
well, I
them.
want to do, so my goal is, I've been
So I
getting a
want to
lot
do
of
like an audio
recommendations
book
for,
series.
you got to figure out, sweetie.
Kind of
Okay,
cool.
so my plan is why I started doing custom characters is
Mhm,
so I'm I'm pretty much I'm not done with it yet, but the Cobra
mhm,
Kai movie is not going to take me very much longer to finish. And before
mhm,
I even start working on the sequel, I have
mhm,
other movies I want to start working on. So like
mhm,
I'm already working on what I decided was Darth Planetarius. I don't know if you realized it in his name, but
mhm.
he is the grandson of Darth Tyrannus. So he's Dooku's
Ooh.
kid. He's Dooku's like grandson. And so he is kind of going at a different path. And so I'm working on a really good not necessarily a Tales of the Jedi situation, but like a future telling of like the galaxy
Mhm,
is so vast and there's characters that they don't focus on or tell you about. And
mhm.
so
So kind of like what I've been doing with Zarkus, where like he's literally the prodigy kid that you would never expect to exist within a universe far,
Well, so
far
so
away.
the Empire didn't view Sereno as a threat, so they didn't go and like raid it
Mhm,
out or look at anything anymore. Because once
mhm,
Dooku was gone, they no longer viewed it as a threat, and
mhm,
so it was able for him to slip. And he, like his grandfather, he's been hiding out using that as his base, and he basically starts. He's kind of like Thanos, where he starts to collect, and what he
mhm,
starts to collect is he starts to basically go and collect worlds of himself. So basically, what he'll do is he'll go while the Empire was doing his stuff. He eventually, so with the power to devastate a planet, he
mhm,
absorbs, kind of like Galactus. He
mhm.
absorbs and feeds off a lot of the
Oh,
resources
so
of.
like Nihilus, like Darth Nihilus did
Yep.
thousands of years beforehand.
Yeah, he does. So he absorbs a lot of stuff like that. So he'll go and he'll straight up
Ooh,
just
so these kyber crystals is he's essentially absorbing the energy that they give off.
yeah. Actually, one of the you know one of the elements I got my idea from is actually in Naruto. You know the character Pain.
Yep.
I took a lot of his move sets, like his planetary devastation, and added it to my Sith powers, which is really good because he does a lot of planetary devastations, a lot of just pure power. And for a lightsaber form, my character is very unique because even though there's some Jedi that are known to do, is it not working, sweetie? Oh, okay, being stubborn. Yeah, so like most characters, even though in some elements of some Jedi there is some martial arts training initiated, Planetarius is the first true Sith or Jedi to be full out in his form, shows superior martial arts.
I got you.
So he really
That's kind of cool how you think of like in the ninja way, and like Zarkus's whole entire like fighting style is basically a ninja based samurai.
Yeah, Darth Planetarius is very
I like how you think, Joe.
Yeah, I have really good tactical plans. And it's
because like that's my all-time favorite thing that I've done. Zarkus specifically is essentially a samurai grade Jedi in all aspects.
You gotta have the samurai influence there for sure.
Dual wielding, and he has a third one which is a great sword that he has on his back.
So does he do his swords like almost like Zoro from One Piece?
I have that as a kind of like a goof.
I like that. That's actually really cool.
So he's able to use the Force and have the blade in front of him, the great sword lightsaber in front of him, and have his two blades as dual wielding.
I like that. My character, I'm glad you mentioned ninja, because one thing I wanted to do was the lightsaber has always been an elegant weapon of like being a longer blade. But I wanted the power of dual wield, but I wanted to be able to do it differently and make it more into a unique weapon. So I chose my second favorite Ninja Turtle weapon and our good friend Chosen, and I chose to make lightsaber size. So I chose to make, because I think you could have a lot of really good lightsaber combos that way and really just come up with something very unique. So I wanted to kind of honor Dooku's tradition, right? So like Dooku's curved blade. I was like, how do we kind of pay homage to what comes before, but do something different? And so I thought size would be the perfect weapon because it's longer than a knife, but it still could have the proper. And
it can also have it, and it also has curvature to it as well.
Yep. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm thinking. And what I love about it is when you get in the saber locks, because you have the emitters, just like Kylo Ren's crossguard, the emitters, you could take the lightsaber and yank it around the main lightsaber when you're in the lock, and you could have it just basically decombust someone because you have them locked. You need Troy now? Okay, sweet. So I would love that, like just having them hooked onto something, and then.
Have I ever told you about my my lightsaber raccoon eyes?
I think you did. Oh, dude, that's a pretty sick. I love those ideas.
Where it's essentially like a vibrate blade that activates a lightsaber out of it upon insertion. Yeah.
I always wanted to do, you know the sensei in Naruto that had like the blades that were basically brass knuckles.
I know what you're talking about.
I always wanted to do that, like adding almost like lightsaber blades to those. I think would be cool.
They kind of played homage in Solo to that.
That would be cool. Yeah.
They also paid homage to it in
oh yeah, Dryden had that. That's right. That was sick, dude. Dryden Voss, man, they did a good job with that character. That character was badass. I could not believe how
I got, dude, the last fucking scene I got, and like that was like, to me, it gave me 100% like Ninja War vibes, dude.
Oh, it was total Ninja War. The fact that they did that in a Star
Wars, and then the ending with Maul just sitting there, like I got instant Madara Uchiha fucking vibes.
Oh, yeah, he definitely was giving off a Madara. Oh, dude.
It's like, I have arrived to fuck the shit out of you. You're welcome.
Yeah, Naruto had such good. Oh, dude, there's so many good arcs there.
I hated the first Naruto show. Like I honestly did.
When they were kids, it wasn't as good as like when they got older.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love Jiraiya, dude. Jiraiya is my all-time favorite. The pervy sage is eternal. When I died, I cried.
Yeah, man. I mean, Jiraiya's always been legendary.
Naruto, like it's crazy how like Naruto, the show itself, has so many great elements. You really get into the characters themselves. Like honestly, people love Naruto because of course he's the main character. But I'm like, no. I like the bad boy Daredevil who's his best friend who doesn't know he's his best friend. Like
Yep. Yeah, for me, like
Sasuke's entire
Naruto-
redemption arc, Sasuke's entire redemption arc as a whole is one of the best things in anime history.
Yeah,
Especially in his
I
sixth
love
sage
his-
mode. Especially the sixth sage mode.
I love his entire redemption arc. It's incredible. That's awesome. He's got the head on the thing.
I do gotta head out here soon, Joe.
All right, man. No worries. I understand.
Do you want the whole?
I want the whole bundle. I gotta have it all.
So what's gonna be a normal time for you think?
So now that we got this figured out, we'll try, so we can properly promote it. We'll try to do. Let's see, it's 6:56 now. We'll try to do when it's all planned out. We'll try. I think 5:30 is a great time slot.
All right.
So I think that will work.
Because I know you said you agreed that maybe we should try and do try to do 2 days. Obviously, 2 days isn't always absolute.
We'll try and do 2 days. We'll try and do 2.
So
next.
probably
So you
Fridays will work for you, or
yeah, we can do. So I think so. Friday's good for this one because on Sunday, because I know you talked about. I know you talked about
a short one on Sunday. Yeah.
So we can do. If you want to do another one tomorrow, we can do another one tomorrow. Since you like to do the 2 days back to back. I got
that works because twin sons, you know.
Yep, and then Sunday is when I do Dawn of DC, which is all about DC podcasts. So, this week I have a big schedule for because there's a lot of good DC news. So I got a big list this week.
All right, Joe.
All right, man. I'll take it easy, man. I'm gonna go play some Fortnite.
Oh, I might join you here in a little bit, depending.
Oh, you should, dude. You should join. We're gonna be playing awesome. I've been rocking my Omni-Man skin.
Yeah, my girl's been getting more into it, so it's kind of like
you should play as Spider-Man. Give me pictures of Spider-Man.
Oh, I don't have any Spider-Man skins.
Oh, you don't have any Spideys? Oh, dude, you gotta have a Spider-Man skin.
I have Spider-Gwen. I have Spider-Gwen, but I've never gotten any of the skins. So.
All right, man. I'll see you on mine in a little bit, and do your other stream. Take care. All right, let's end this.
And